Welcome. This is the God All the Time channel. Here we share biblical stories, reflections on God, Jesus, and spirituality, offering insights for a deeper faith journey. As we journey through life, there comes a time when we reflect on the seasons of our existence, especially as we grow older. And when we think about the elderly, we may wonder if they are seen, valued, or loved in a world that constantly seeks novelty and youth. But I want to reassure you today, God's love for the elderly is profound, unwavering, and constant. In fact, His love for those in their later years is one of the most beautiful displays of His grace, comfort, and promise. The Bible is filled with stories that reveal God's deep affection for people of all ages, but His special care for the elderly shines brightly. He does not forget those who have walked many miles, endured trials, and carried burdens for years. The elderly, like every other believer, are precious to God. They are beloved children of the King, and His love for them is endless. One of the most comforting aspects of God's love is that it transcends age. In a world that often devalues the elderly, God's love stands as a reminder that His heart is with them always, regardless of how many years they have lived. The elderly are not forgotten by God, and His promises remain strong and sure for them as they do for all believers. Consider the example of Sarah in the Old Testament. In her old age, she was blessed with a promise from God. She would bear a son, Isaac. Sarah had long passed the age of childbearing, and the world would have considered her barren. Yet, God's promise proved true. He visited her and worked a miracle in her life, showing her that His timing is perfect. This story speaks volumes to the elderly today. No matter how many years we have lived or how impossible things may seem, God is the God of the impossible. He is not bound by age, and His plans for our lives are never too late to be fulfilled. Sarah's story is a beautiful reminder that God can bring forth new blessings, new beginnings, and new hope at any stage of life. God's love for His people is not confined to the early years of life. Rather, it extends throughout every season, even into old age. Just as God fulfilled His promise to Sarah, He continues to fulfill His promises to the elderly, offering peace, purpose, and His unwavering presence. Then there is the story of Moses, a servant of God who was called to lead the Israelites when he was 80 years old. He had spent years in the desert, hiding from the past, and now, at an advanced age, God called him to an extraordinary purpose. Moses' story shows us that age does not disqualify us from the mission God has for us. In fact, God can use us at any stage of life for His glory. His love for us does not fade, no matter how many years we have lived. Just like Moses, the elderly are called to continue serving God with zeal and purpose. Moses, in his later years, was able to witness the mighty power of God working through him to deliver His people. His age did not limit his capacity to experience God's miraculous power, and the same is true for every elderly believer. Even as our bodies grow frail, our hearts can still burn with the fire of God's love, and He will use us to touch the world for His kingdom. God's love empowers the elderly to be vessels of His glory, just as He did with Moses. And let us not forget about Anna, the prophetess, who spent her entire life serving in the temple, praying and fasting day and night. She was an elderly widow when she saw the baby Jesus, and she gave thanks to God for the redemption of Israel. Anna's life was marked by devotion and faith, and in her old age, God revealed to her the fulfillment of His promises through the Messiah. She was not only a recipient of God's love, but she became a witness of God's promise to the world. Her story speaks to the elderly today, showing that even in the later years of life, God can reveal Himself in new and beautiful ways. Anna's faithfulness and dedication are a testament to the deep love God has for those who walk with Him, regardless of their age. She experienced the joy of seeing the Savior, and in her joy, she shared the good news with others. The elderly are never too old to be vessels of God's love and to be used by Him for His purpose. Anna's life shows that God can and will continue to use the elderly to spread His message of hope and salvation. For the elderly, God's love is not a passive affection. It is an active force that empowers, sustains, and renews. Just as God has promised to give strength to the weary, He He will give strength to those in their later years. His presence is constant, and His promises are sure. The elderly are not forgotten or overlooked by God. He is their refuge, their rock, their ever-present help in times of trouble. He watches over them, just as He watches over all His children. In the New Testament, Jesus often spoke about the value of each person, regardless of age or status. He healed the sick, comforted the lonely, and gave hope to the hopeless. Jesus showed us that God's love is for everyone, and that includes the elderly. He didn't turn anyone away, and He still does not. His love is for the young, the middle-aged, and the elderly alike. No one is too old to experience His love, and His arms are always open to embrace those who seek Him. One of the most comforting truths for the elderly is that God does not see them as too old for His care. The Bible assures us that we are never too old to experience God's love. In fact, there are beautiful promises in the Scriptures for those in their later years. God promises to bless them with peace, to comfort them in their trials, and to provide for their needs. His love for them is steadfast and eternal. In Isaiah, God promises that even when we are old and gray, He will not forsake us. This promise should be a balm to the heart of every elderly believer. No matter how much time passes, God's love does not grow weary. He continues to be the Good Shepherd, leading His people beside still waters, renewing their strength, and guiding them into a future filled with hope. He is near to the elderly, and His care for them is tender and enduring. The elderly are also given the gift of wisdom. As they have lived through the challenges of life, they have learned valuable lessons. In the Bible, we see the importance of passing down wisdom to the younger generation. The elderly are not only recipients of God's love, but they are also vessels of His wisdom. Their experiences are treasures that God has entrusted to them, and they have the ability to offer counsel, encouragement, and prayers that impact the lives of others. God's love is manifested in their wisdom and the way they walk with Him through the years. God has a special place in His heart for the elderly, and His love for them is unchanging. They are never too old to experience His grace, and His love for them is just as strong as it was when they were young. It is never too late to embrace God's love, to seek His presence, and to find comfort and peace in His arms. For those who may feel forgotten or overlooked, remember this: you are not forgotten by God. His love is always present, surrounding you, sustaining you, and offering you peace in the midst of life's challenges. God sees you, and He cares deeply for you. His love for you is unbreakable, and His promises will never fail. Thank you for joining us on this journey of faith. Remember, God's love is always with you, guiding and strengthening you. If you enjoyed this video, give your thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, may you walk in the assurance of His endless love.